Real love does not hide in darkness. My name is Sophie Bennett. I'm 25 years old and I live in Manchester, England. I worked as a junior executive assistant at a large finance company in the city center. Most days were the same. Long meetings, cold coffee, endless emails. By Friday evening, I felt completely exhausted. One rainy night after work, I stopped at a small cafe near Deansgate. I only wanted a quiet cup of tea before heading home. That's when I saw him. Oliver Hayes. My boss. The CEO of the company. I nearly dropped my mug when he walked through the door. Men like Oliver didn't usually visit tiny cafes hidden down side streets. He wore a dark coat, his tie slightly loose, looking far more relaxed than he ever did in the office. Then he noticed me. He smiled and walked straight over. "Sophie," he said softly. "Fancy seeing you here." I suddenly felt nervous. "Evening, Oliver," I replied. He asked if he could sit down. I expected awkward small talk, but instead we spoke for hours. He listened carefully whenever I talked. He laughed at my jokes. He asked about my life outside work. For the first time, he didn't feel like a distant CEO. He felt real. When soft music began playing through the cafe speakers, Oliver stood and held out his hand. "Dance with me." I should have said no. Instead, I placed my hand in his. A few minutes later, he kissed me, and I kissed him back. After that night, everything changed. The office suddenly felt dangerous and exciting at the same time. Every glance between us carried meaning. Every accidental touch made my heart race. In meetings, Oliver remained cold and professional. But when nobody was looking, he would give me the smallest smile. Soon, secret messages became part of my life. One afternoon, my phone buzzed during work. "Meet me at the Midland Hotel. 2 p.m. I knew I shouldn't go, but I did. Oliver was waiting for me in a private dining room. He looked calm and confident, like a man completely in control. We ate lunch quickly before he leaned closer. "No one can ever know about us," he said quietly. "If this gets out, it could destroy everything I've built." I nodded. At the time, it sounded romantic, like we were protecting something special. Soon our relationship became a secret world hidden beneath our normal lives. We met in quiet hotels, late-night restaurants, and empty streets across Manchester. Oliver even bought disguises for us. One evening, he handed me a blonde wig and oversized glasses. He wore a flat cap and fake stubble. I laughed at first, but he was serious. "It's safer this way," he said. And strangely, it worked. We walked past colleagues who never recognized us. During the day, I was quiet Sophie from the office. At night, I became his hidden obsession. Then one evening, everything nearly collapsed. We were leaving a restaurant in Spinningfields when I saw someone familiar across the street. Megan Turner, a woman from our office. She stared directly at us. My stomach dropped. "She's coming over," I whispered. Oliver squeezed my hand tightly. "Stay calm," he murmured. Megan stopped right in front of me. Her eyes narrowed with confusion. "Sophie?" she asked slowly. I turned away immediately. "Sorry," I replied nervously. "You've mistaken me for someone else." Megan laughed awkwardly. "Must be. You look exactly like a girl from work." Then she walked away. But after that night, Oliver changed. He stopped messaging as often. He avoided eye contact at work. Days passed without him speaking to me unless it involved business. I told myself he was stressed, busy, distracted. But deep down, I already knew the truth. Then one morning, I received a message. "Come to my office. We need to talk." The moment I entered, I felt cold. Oliver didn't smile. "Sophie," he said firmly, "this has to end." I stared at him in disbelief. "What?" "It's too risky now," he said. "People are noticing things." Tears filled my eyes. But I love you. Oliver looked away. This was a mistake, he replied quietly. I can't lose my reputation over this. Those words shattered me. Mistake. That was all I had become to him. I walked out of his office trying not to cry. That night I sent him message after message. He ignored every single one. Weeks passed. Work became unbearable. Then one morning I arrived early and saw Oliver standing in reception beside a young woman with long dark hair. She was laughing at something he'd said. I asked another colleague who she was. That's Amelia, he replied casually. Oliver hired her himself last week. Then he smirked slightly. They seem very close already. My chest tightened. I realized I had been replaced. Just another secret he'd eventually throw away. That evening I finally broke down and told Megan everything. I needed someone to talk to. She promised she'd keep it private. She lied. The next morning the entire office felt different. People stared at me. Whispers followed me through the corridors. Within an hour Oliver summoned me to his office. His face burned with anger. You told people? I couldn't deny it. Yes. Oliver ran his hand through his hair. You've ruined everything. An hour later HR called me into a meeting room. They terminated my contract for unprofessional conduct and violating company policy. Just like that, my career disappeared. And Oliver? He said nothing. He simply watched me leave. I spent weeks lying in bed replaying every moment in my head. Eventually I realized something painful. Oliver never loved me. He loved secrecy. He loved control. He loved having someone hidden in the shadows. Once the thrill disappeared, so did I. Months later, I found a new job at a creative design studio in Leeds. The environment was healthier. My new manager treated me with kindness and respect. Sometimes when I visit Manchester, I still see Oliver near the office. And almost every time, he's with Amelia, holding her hand, smiling the same smile he once gave me. But now I no longer feel heartbroken. I learned something important. If someone truly values you, they won't keep you a secret.